All right, and hello, everybody, and welcome into the bye-week edition of the Stadium Experience with Jake Elmsley. Jordan Moment here alongside me. And Jordan, I realized something. I never ask anything about your life on this podcast. I realized that the other day. How have you? Let the people know how you've been. How have you been? How's your week been?
My week's been pretty good. Work went by pretty fast today, which was always a good sign. Nothing came in, got some good training.
Oh my god!
Getting more familiar with the reports.
Oh my god!
For family resources concerning the Massachusetts Department
we'll be
of
talking
Children
about some
and
reports
Families.
on family resources later. Don't you worry.
Absolutely.
Don't you worry. We'll be getting into some family resources later. I gotta tell you, Jordan. This was a very good Sunday for me on a couple of fronts. I went 3-0 on all my bets. Which does
How
not
much
happen.
did you win?
I won 3-0. All that matters is that the units hit.
Okay.
I also won in fantasy because my opponent scored 45 points.
Oof.
It didn't have to get out of bed to really do it. And I got to watch a bunch of fun, engaging football games instead of watching the Patriots. I really enjoyed it. I watched a lot of football this weekend. I watched more football than I have in a couple of Sundays, honestly, where I watched the Patriots play at 1 o'clock, and regardless of how the game goes, I have a bad taste in my mouth and I don't want to watch any more games. No, I watched the Seahawks-Bucks game in full, took the under, hit the under. I watched Bills-Vikings almost in its entirety, took the money line in overtime, by the way, which I bet before the coin toss. I bet before the coin toss went off when the Vikings were plus 140, and then I believe the Vikings won the coin toss, and then it went down to plus 120. So I gamed the system, baby. Never bet against Captain Kirk when the sun's still up. Let me tell you.
Never.
When the sun shines over the horizon, Cousins is coming. And then I watched Green Bay Dallas, which was an odd one. So I got to watch a lot of fun football. I got to make my money. I got to hit. Really, I pulled the trifecta. I hit on my bets. I won in fantasy. And again, I didn't have to watch Mac Jones nearly implode and throw up all over himself and almost waste what would be a good defensive performance, I assume. But we didn't have to watch it this week, Jordan. It's okay. It's okay. This week, though, we got to get back to business on Sunday, though, all right? We got to get back to business now. And Sunday, it's a very interesting game. This is probably the biggest game all year so far for the Patriots. I don't know if you disagree, but Sunday the Patriots are playing the Jets.
I thought you were about to say in general. I was like, I don't know about that one.
The most important game of the season, baby. For the AFC East, the best division in football right now.
Very good division.
The AFC East, which currently has 4 teams in the playoffs at the season ended today. That's true. The Dolphins are leading the division, and the Bills, Jets, and Patriots are the 5, 6, and 7 seed. So, best division in football? Question mark. You tell me. But this is an important game. I think this one kind of matters. And again, I still think the Patriots are better than the Jets. I know you feel not like anything could change our opinion. Both these teams had bye weeks this week, unless you just had a come to Jesus moment, Jordan, or you watched the Bills.
I have some deeper thoughts about the Jets Patriots game.
We'll certainly get into them, but this is the one. I'm not saying that this game is their season one way or another, but sure will help if they can take this one. Sure makes a big deal. Again, I am still down on the Jets. I know you're not. I still pretty firmly think the Jets are not all that great. I especially think Zach Wilson is terrible. I know last week he almost got hurt. I actually I know he went down at one point. Joe Flacco didn't even end up coming in, but I know he was at least down at some point. And I did at that moment think, oh no, this is actually bad for the Patriots. I've said it before. I genuinely feel better about the Jets with Joe Flacco than I do with Zach Wilson. But I suppose they're not going that route. And the Jets did beat the Bills last week. I have some thoughts on the Bills too. We're kind of doing an AFC East smorgasbord this week. I
also have some thoughts on the Bills.
I got some Bills thoughts. I got to tell you, Jordan, some takes I've had in the oven are sure maybe cooking up okay. I know you don't like it.
You may be right about some of them.
Might be. I got some Bills takes I want to get into, but yeah. How are you feeling about this one, Jordan? Where are you at? You, the biggest Jets fan in the world. You're wearing your Jets hoodie right now. You're currently, I know, on your back of your wall you have a mink coat that was game worn by Joe Namath.
Exactly.
Sitting on your wall. You have a Curtis Martin locket.
I even have the Mark Sanchez butt fumble ball.
Oh, excellent! That's a good one. That's a big one.
So it's been a weird week in general in the NFL.
Oh, every week's been weird.
Every week's been weird. It's been a very weird season. Really from week one.
Every week's been baffling week to week.
Yeah. But I've come to two conclusions. One, I'm no longer going to be bound by the criticism by the standings media. You know, I've divorced myself from the NFL standings. I realized that they are not representative of the talent or lack thereof of NFL teams this year. So I'm just going to completely disregard the standings.
Sure.
I
mean, how could I'd argue that the standings are just kind of every team still kind of jumbled together, which actually feels like it reflects the league very well. So I'd almost disagree with you on that. I'd say every team being between 6 and 4 wins. I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
I understand your point, but you have to move beyond the standings.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not. Oh, trust me, I'm not bound by the standings one bit. No, that's like how the Jets have one more win than the Patriots, but I think the Patriots are better.
See, I disagree. I think the Jets are way better. They're more dynamic. They're exciting. They have young players, young talent.
Until their quarterback has to throw the ball.
I think they have a better front seven, but it's not better by that much.
Until their quarterback has to throw the ball. Yeah.
Until they're well, same thing with Mac Jones. That's sort of the problem.
To a lesser extent, I'd argue it's more disastrous with Zach Wilson.
It is. So this is my solution.
Okay.
I'm kind of off of Zach Wilson. Like, I'm sorry, Jets fans. This is like your 8th QB in like 10 years. They all sucked.
One day.
So you have to bring in the backup, and I thought of a nickname.
Okay.
For Joe Flacco.
Okay.
All right, we're going to call him Flack Gun Flacco now.
Okay.
You know, because it's planes, the Jets, and Jets sometimes have guns on them, flak guns.
Okay.
So we're going to call him Flat Gun Flacco. I
don't get it, but okay.
Because it's sort of like a play on Red Rifle.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be flat gun. I try to think of like a gun.
Is that a type of gun?
It is a gun.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right,
they put it on planes. It's alliteration.
Okay.
So I think
why just call him Flat Gun? Why not just call him Joe Flat Gun at that point?
I like Flat Gun Flacco.
Okay.
You know, it's like Aces High.
Exactly like Aces High. Okay.
Aces High. It's just like Iron Maiden.
Okay, you're right. This is a strong episode, Jordan. You were right. Before we started recording, I'm like, I feel like this is gonna be a bad episode, but I was wrong. You were right, Joe. Thanks for reeling me.
This is what it is. So every time the Jets just play, just turn on Aces High, because this is what's going on.
Okay.
But I strongly believe that the Jets should not start Zach Wilson this game, and you'll see their chances of winning probably like triple. I
agree. I'm firmly in that camp. Yes, that I feel much worse about this game if you put in Joe Flacco, because we consider and talk about the front sevens, because the Jets have a very good front seven. Last time these teams played, it looked dominant, in part because the Patriots did not have their entire offensive line. At least in this game, they'll actually have David Andrews, which I assume will make the rest of the interior not play like dog water. But you know what? We can talk secondaries. We can compare all this parts. But right now, I'm like, yes. But the Jets have a disaster artist at quarterback, so it's just kind of everything just kind of like, falls apart at that point. But if you have a steady hand like Flack Gun Flacco,
exactly. You take out Zach Wilson, and this team is one of the better teams in football.
They're certainly better. Oh, they're like the big like anti-air guns. Okay, I see now. Okay, that's pretty good, Jordan. All right, I was a doubter. All right, I'm with you. Flat gun, no, like the big anti-air ones, like they always put in front of like veterans' homes now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a veterans' home.
Or like random football stadiums.
Oh, they do love. By the way, happy belated Veterans Day, everybody. But
exactly.
But yeah. All right.
But I think the Jets are a better team. I definitely feel a lot better about the Jets in the future this year. This just sort of the run they're on. I think Robert Saleh is doing a particularly better job at coaching than Bill Belichick this year.
You know,
he told us to write it. If we write him off, he's going to take receipts, and he's been cashing on the receipts. He's been getting the returns. He's been waiting in line. He's getting store credit.
Okay.
But I don't think the Jets are going to let the Pats get the better of them twice, because there wasn't necessarily a win by the Patriots 2 weeks ago.
Listen, no, I don't know. I just still, as of now, the Patriots have like owned Zach Wilson. Like, of the 3 times they've played him, maybe 3 of the 10 worst quarterback performances I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, Robert Saleh needs to go back and try to hide Zach Wilson like he's been doing all year.
Wow. Like, they did beat the Bills. They really did beat the Bills. That one's okay. We're gonna talk about the Bills in a minute. I got a bunch of Bills thoughts, but
you gotta have him pass maximum 16 times.
And
give him 16 and
hope that
and whatever happens
throws,
happens.
None of them he tries to throw it out of bounds and it actually gets out of bounds. But no, I don't know. I'm still going to give the Patriots some benefit of some doubt in this game. Again, both teams had 2 weeks, baby. It's that both teams are deep in the tank. Matt Patricia's been there just carving, crafting an elite offensive game plan in a cave. But I can't get past Zach Wilson, dude. We can talk about the talent level. The Jets have played to a higher talent level than I thought they would this season. I thought they'd have more holes. They haven't. But Mac Jones has not been great. But I can't get by the quarterback thing, man. I
understand. It's the only thing holding them back.
So important. It's like the most.
Everything else on the Jets is solid.
Fine,
top to bottom.
The quarterback thing. In fairness, you could say the same thing about the Patriots on most levels.
Yes. But I felt a lot better about Mac Jones at the beginning of the year than I thought Zach Wilson.
Yes, but I still feel better about Mac Jones now than I do about Zach Wilson now.
It's a coin flip, honestly.
I don't think it's a coin flip, Jordan. I gotta be a lot of guys who can tell me
statistically it might be a coin flip.
Jordan, no.
They'll both sell it if you give them a chance.
I've yet to see Mac Jones throw an interception trying to throw the ball out of bounds. It's not.
He hasn't done that yet, but he might.
When he does it, I'll hold him accountable for it. But I'll listen. All right, they're both clearly vying for that third, fourth spot in this draft class as Justin Fields continues to just evolve into a modern day Michael Vick, apparently.
I don't understand what happened to Justin Fields.
They just finally started.
It's like Matt Eberflus woke up one morning and said, "You know what? I guess I'm going to coach now."
They just started catering to their young.
They just flip a switch and they said, "We're going to sell."
Hey, what if we just don't make him stand in the pocket 40 times a game? What if we just tailor our offense to his skill set a little bit? And they're like, "Oh, it's Justin Fields, guys, pretty good." Oh well.
Like, they woke up, they said, "All right, we're going to let him run, and then we're going to sell the defense for picks, and we're going to retool the offense this offseason."
They went into a bye. They came out against the Patriots, and they were like, "Let's just run the ball."
Justin Fields is having the most bizarre second year trajectory I've ever seen.
He's turned it around, and they kind of sold the game a little bit against the Lions, but he also had
they've been in all the last games they played. They've been in them.
Did you see
much more than the first 5 games of the year? They
sold that game. They just fumbled in like the last 5 seconds of that game, but he also had a 70-yard rushing touchdown. Jordan,
I saw. Dude is so fast.
I had the over on that game. I took the over, baby, because I believed in Fields, and also the Lions' defense is atrocious. But yeah, no. So anyway, so Jets Patriots. No, I'm still taking the Patriots, and they're at home, and they're in Foxborough, which I'm still giving some amount of credence to. Honestly, I at some point I need to see what the home away split actually is league wide, because it might be negative for all I know, because nobody's good at football anymore.
It might be negative.
Of the 32 professional American football clubs, none of them are good. They're all bad at everything except for the Chiefs, maybe.
Yeah, Chiefs are.
And maybe the Eagles, unless they play a real team at some point.
Yeah, Chiefs are.
Besides the Vikings, who might be a real team
in football.
Who are a real team if it's 1:00. But no, I don't know. I'm still thinking the Patriots. What do you have for your prediction, Jordan? What do you got? Let's put these out. This one's actually gonna be. Give me what's your.
I'm still a Sauce Gardner truther.
Oh, listen, very good, extremely good at football.
Shockingly good.
He's very good.
It's bizarre.
I don't think it's that bizarre. It was like the 4th overall pick.
No one expected. The Jets had a good draft on paper, and then it actually turned out it was just a good draft. It's
they still don't have a left tackle, but it's okay.
If
you play left tackle,
Mekhi Becton aside.
No, if you play tackle for the New York Jets, you will tear your Achilles in the year of our Lord 2022 within a week.
Mm-hmm. I'll go Jets 21, Patriots 17.
Okay, honestly, I'll literally just flip your prediction, because I'm too lazy to think of my own. I'll literally just flip it. I'm just going. I'll go Patriots 21-17. Now, mind you, this time last year, the Patriots' first game if you remember, the first game the Patriots played against the Jets, they beat them, and it was convincing, but I do not remember. I think it was 2 scores at most. And then their second meeting of the season, the Patriots 50-pieced them. And at the time, I went, ooh, maybe this is when they actually start being able to play offense. And then they did for a period. And then they didn't anymore. But I don't believe it. I also, firmly believe that Belichick's raw hatred for the Jets is still one of the few things that actually invigorates him and actually gets him to come get out of bed and coach and actually think things through. And I think if you give that plus 2 weeks to, again, Belichick's raw hatred of the New York Jets, it'll translate for now until next year when Tom Brady's on the Jets. But you're laughing.
I am laughing, but I shouldn't be.
Do you
anything's possible?
Do you want that world, Jordan?
I'll embrace that world.
I'm putting the Jets on my Brady destination list. On my Brady 2022 definition list. But anyway, so that's really all. We don't have a lot on this game. We talked about it's weird because 3 weeks ago we talked about Patriots Jets ad nauseum. Then they played, and then last week we talked about it, and nothing has fundamentally changed about either of these teams since then. Besides the fact that the Jets beat the Bills somehow, who the Bills were one of the 3 untainted teams for a little bit there. But lately the Bills have been showing us their taint, Jordan, and I want to talk about the Bills a bit. I would like to talk about the Bills.
Josh Allen. Man.
So listen, Jordan. Early in the season, I put this bun in the oven, and I talked to Jordan. We had an hour-long argument about this, completely off the record. Why would we podcast this? But and everybody's seen the numbers. Everybody's seen the numbers, and over the last 2 years, the Bills have been very much not good. Their win rate in 1-score games has been very bad. Now, immediately after we had this conversation, Because this was after they lost to the Dolphins, and I was like, well, if you look at the numbers, they really haven't been good, and they get tight, and it hasn't necessarily been that they've been losing all these games the same way. However, there's some line to be drawn here. I don't know what it is, but there's something here. This team like doesn't play good when they're tight. And then they proceeded to come back against the Ravens and beat them in a one-score game. And then the next week beat the Chargers by beat the Chiefs, a very, very close game. So I was like, okay, maybe there was nothing to this. That's why I sit on these things a little bit. However, last 2 weeks, amongst everything else, because I'm going to point this out, because we point this out about any other quarterback. So I think it's fair to say, Jordan, in the last 2 weeks, Josh Allen has thrown a game-ending interception, which I'm just saying, among everything else, that's something you would point out about any other quarterback. And I'm kind of back on it. The Bills, whatever it is, they are not good in tight game situations. They're not good. Like, they routinely, as much as anybody, like relative to their level of talent, if they're not bowling a team over, if it gets close, they don't play at a particularly high level. And I don't know what it is. I'm chalking it up to a coaching thing, but I think like the thing it is with the Bills, like the overarching thing is that they have like, again, relative to how talented they are and how good of a team they are, and they're going to win 12 games, and they're going to be in the AFC title game, right? Like all these things we're talking about with the Bills, this is like outside of like Patriots world. This is general NFL. This is like among like when like the really actually good teams are playing each other, like late in January. There's something there, and I think my general assessment is that this team like has no ability to like control their own tempo, if you know what I'm saying. Like this is
because they don't run the
ball. I was gonna say that's a part. Is that not indicative of it? We've talked about this a lot. The Bills do not run the ball particularly well. They don't seem to really want to run the ball, and you play into that, and just in all these games, they only have like one speed, this team, Jordan, which is Josh Allen has the ball and hammers it on every play, either running it, throwing it all over the place, and on defense, they're just running at the quarterback every play. And there's like, I don't know, like I'm just guessing, just watching these games, like they keep losing in these spots, and it's just, I don't know. Like in this game, they went late in the game, chance to kick a field goal, go up by 13. Nope, hammer it, don't get it. Like even like the astounding Justin Jefferson catch, which I'm sure everybody's seen. The quarterback could have just knocked that ball down, Jordan. Like if you look, not taking away from it, but you look at that play, you look at that catch. 4th and 18, the corner could have just knocked the ball down. Which
basically caught it for him.
Right. Corner could have knocked that ball down, but no, he went for the pick. Because I don't know. They're going for big plays all the time. Like I don't know. Like I'm connecting a bunch of dots that maybe aren't connected. But again, it's like why would you not just knock that ball down? Because you're not thinking situationally. I don't know. They don't really think situationally. It's just a pick is just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but they're just going for big.
You're making perfect sense.
They're going for a big play.
Exactly what you're talking about.
And it's just like, I don't know, it's just in the DNA of that team, which is great because it works for them most of the time. But in these tight situations, they don't have the ability to like put it back in their pants. Like they cannot do it. They could not. I don't know. Like I don't.
I 100% agree with you.
Which you did not before. You told me I was crazy.
The thing, you because you phrased it in a different way. Mm-hmm. You did some deep sports ball analysis.
Oh, I know. I told you I wasn't done with my analysis. I told you I was like the analysis was gestating. By the way, I never said that was my final analysis, and this is not my final analysis. Now I'm just kind of circling back to it now because it's relevant, and I watched this entire game because I had to see my boyfriend Kirk Cousins. But
I think the thing is with the Bills, and I think part of it is scheming, play calling, etc. What you said about the Bills are unable to control their tempo. Even in this Viking game, there were plenty of times where I'm just like, okay, this game is done because Josh Allen is a man unhinged. He does whatever he wants to, but that's both the good and the bad side of Josh Allen.
I mean, also it'll kill you when like you're like trying to snap the ball on your own 1 yard line and you just drop the snap.
Yeah,
Which I don't know if those like that I just don't know if that just speaks to they're just like anxious in these situations. Like they're not calm. They can't be calm. This team, the Bills are like unhinged maniacs at all times. Anyway, go on.
They live on 10, but I think a lot of it is one sort of Josh Allen is reverting to his old hero ball ways. That combined with Sean McDermott refusing to do any type of clock management, running the ball, keeping Josh Allen to like only passing maybe 25, 30 times a game. I haven't looked at it, but I'm pretty sure if you looked at the number of pass attempts, Josh Allen is top 3.
He threw the ball 43 times. They ran the ball. Singletary had it 13 times. Like not Josh Allen running the ball. They handed the ball off 18, 19, 21 times, which is not even a low number in fairness, but
it's not a low number.
But
it might be like Tom Brady and then Josh Allen.
But they certainly don't run the ball to control the tempo. Like they don't. No. They do not. And he is actually, Josh Allen is actually 7th in the league in pass attempts.
Wow.
Brady, Herbert, Mahomes, Kyler, Kirk Cousins, and Trevor Lawrence are all ahead of him.
Ooh, that's not good for the Cardinals. But I digress.
That's their whole offense, too, in all fairness. It just doesn't work at all for them. See, it just doesn't work at all. For the Bills, it works out most of the time. It's just they have these, like, really specific but really important, like, situations that they are not good in.
They do 100% have a pacing problem. They're very good at just they're sort of like Mike Tyson as like they come out. And if they don't knock you out in like the first like 2 rounds, then they get frustrated, they get irritated, they get a little bit sloppy because their technique isn't sort of matching their power, or they don't have the stamina to sort of like not make mental errors going deep into games and, you know, close games, especially when they have to continue actually elevate the pressure.
Yeah,
they're front running. I agree with a lot of what you're saying.
They're front running. Like I don't know what it is.
They do front run,
and maybe they can correct. And again, as the NFL is right now, they're so by and far more talented than 30 of the 32 teams at a minimum, and they just play at such a higher level than them for the most part. It's not gonna catch up with them until like the very end. But I don't know. It's there. I watched a Bills game this week. That was my big 1 p.m. game I watched. Great game. Oh, unbelievable. It's just, again, I just saw it unfolding in front of me, and I'm like, it's the second week in a row. Again, it's worth noting, like, just if any other quarterback, and I understand we love Josh Allen. I was a Josh Allen hater for a long time, and I've come around. Josh Allen is like...
Worst take you ever had.
Worst take I ever had. Well, but, you know, like, there's something in it, though. No, there's still something in it, though.
There's nothing.
Some of that criticism was warranted, but...
I'd give an arm for Josh Allen on the Patriots.
Absolutely, I would too. But you see, I feel like Bill Belichick would actually run the ball with Josh Allen. In fact, probably too much. We get to a point where we'd be annoyed with it. But like Josh Allen was like one of the 3 best throwers of the football on the planet. However, the team, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I mean, it feels like a coaching thing because again, it's also on like the way they play defense. Enables this, like the way they play, like the way they are on special teams. They get tight. I don't like just the entire team. They get tight. They don't play situational football like at nearly as high of a level as they do everything else. Mm-hmm. Like they do not play. They do not play situationally in tight situations like an elite team.
It's sort of like their team that's like entire like structure and philosophy is to not be in situations. Yeah. It's to literally just
which is smart.
Their opponents over the head with a hammer.
Yeah, which is probably smart because they're not good at any situations. So I guess if you're like deciding what to do, I guess this is the way to build it. If you just acknowledge like we're terrible. If you get us like again, they are now 2-9 in 1-score games in the last 2 seasons, and again 2 of those were this season, I believe. Two of those were the Ravens and the Chiefs game, which are big games. Those were huge games for them to win, but they're major outliers for how they've been the last 2 years. I know it's something. Again, just put a pin in it. Just put it, as I said a month ago, put a pin in it. Like if we get to the AFC Championship game, and it's another one where like Mahomes, where like they got it in the palm of their hands, and they just let Mahomes go like the entire length of the field in like 20 seconds, and you're like, well, why is this happening? And then like Josh Allen gets like knocked out trying to try.
And it's like the worst part about it, because even after Josh Allen fumbles the snap in the end zone, dude goes like 80 yards in like a minute.
Absolutely.
No effort.
Absolutely.
And of course, the Gabe Davis.
He went 69 yards in 39 seconds. And you know
which
what?
Wasn't a catch,
they had the tempo to just be like, nope, we got to keep going. Don't just snap the ball. We got to signal for it.
And Josh Allen ran for like 40 yards on that drive, too.
They were great. Oh, they're great. Oh, again, like they're like, if not the best team in the league, still like the second or third best team in the league. Like, this is not me saying that the Bills are cooked. This is not me saying, like, the Bills very well could win a Super Bowl this year with the talent level. Because there's no team there's like maybe one team that's as good as them that's better in these situations, and that's maybe the Chiefs or maybe the Eagles, Like, the talent gap between them and every other team is still so large that just probably won't bite them in the ass in a major situation, but it might. Like if it does, like the signs have been there.
And also, I think they're too Josh Allen centric on their offense.
Yes,
because I think Josh Allen has scored 24 out of their 28 touchdowns this year.
Yes, Josh Allen is literally their entire offense. Yes.
And it shouldn't be that way.
They should run the ball a little bit or generate, but they don't. Or generate offense other ways. They don't. It's all, I mean, they're right to do it. It's very effective, but they are going to get him killed. Oh, my God. I
think Sean McDermott is literally Oonga Boonga in it right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Like, how much
just bearing witness to it.
And how much have I been ranting this season about teams just like passing up field goals for no good reason? They did it. They did it. Well, they did it in this game, and then to make it worse, Josh Allen like threw a pick that got ran back like I don't even remember how many yards, and then he almost got hurt, and then like he was like down on the ground for a minute, and I was like, ooh, is this play gonna be the coalescence of like 9 of my different takes? Is this play gonna be like the convergence of like my anti not just taking the point slander, especially in that, which was crazy in that situation, my like the Bills being tight in close situations, and the Bills are going to get Josh Allen killed takes all coming together in one time, and it almost was, but then Josh Allen got up. But still, 2 out of 3 is not bad. By the way, Jordan, you mentioned Mike Tyson, completely random thing I saw today. Did you know that Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield have now they have a joint venture now where they're making weed gummies that are shaped like ears?
I'm just glad that they're both in a place that they're able to communicate and work past that.
Did you see that?
I'm be honest with you. That shows a lot of growth from Mike Tyson. And a lot of character by Xander Holyfield. That they're both even like talking to each other.
Oh, they got a whole business. You haven't seen this?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, look it up. No, they got look it up later. No, they have a whole ad for it, and they're both in like little Christmas sweaters. Oh yeah. I don't know if they're both
that makes me feel good.
I don't know if they're both
that gives me hope.
Because you hope that reconciliation is possible in this world.
Yes.
Well, if you want to move on to a situation where reconciliation may not be possible, this is a tease. Gisele is back in the news, Jordan. Gisele is back in the news. She's been going on a little date allegedly with this gentleman, Joaquim Valente, who is and has been for at least a year or two her Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructor. And they were not to go on the drama watch again, but we're going on the drama watch again. I got the TMZ quotes right here. I have a New York
Mac of the year.
Post article. Oh yeah, no, we'll talk about it. Dude was there with dinner in the Bahamas, and she's saying they're just friends, but the Brady camp allegedly is not buying it. A Brady source told them, "Why is this Miami guy in Costa Rica with her? It always seemed weird. She just one day abruptly ended the marriage."
Jake, he was just there for her, you know.
He was
He
there
was
for
just
all
a
I'm telling you, Jordan.
shoulder for her to cry on.
Which,
you know
Jordan,
what I'm saying?
I've always been team, like, if I don't think it's just because he went back to play football, and if he did, honestly, that's kind of, I think that reflects poorly on Gisele more than Brady at that point. Because I gotta be honest, the amount of work a pro football player has relative to anybody else with a normal job, not that bad. Like the amount of time you're actually spending at work away from your family, I don't think it's that high relative to any other job where A, you have to work 12 months out of the year, not 6, and B, you have to work 5 to 6 days a week.
It's a really intense, 8 months out of the year.
It's 6.
6 months out of the year.
When
the off season, OTAs,
yeah, like a week or two in August. Maybe you got it, maybe like a week in July if you go to the OTAs, which Brady doesn't do anyway. Anyway, yeah.
And also, Tom Brady's a fanatic, so
Yeah, no, again, if it was anything, it was Brady like spending plenty of non-work time away from the family. But he's there with the family. Walking around, he's family orientated. Apparently, this Joakim guy runs his jiu-jitsu dojo with his brothers. I think his dad.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's a whole family of jiu-jitsu guys, Jordan. Oh yeah. So that's. I don't know if there's gonna be a photo of these two on Costa Rica in Brady's locker room, but they're starting to turn around those Bucks.
Hey man, undefeated since the divorce.
They are. They're 2-0 since the divorce. And Brady's played. They've been very close games, but Brady's played good in them, except for when they lined him up at wide receiver in this Seahawks game. Which I don't know why they're lining a 45-year-old man up at wide receiver, but he just slipped.
Tom Brady alleges that if he didn't slip, he's gonna moss it.
He did say it.
Take it to the house.
He did say it.
So,
he might have. Honestly, he had the angle. He had the position.
I respect the dog, the hard-nosed vet going up against the 6'4" rookie cornerback.
He's like, Cody Barton, nothing, trash. He's like, I was about to burn him.
Tom Brady in the knee brace is about to go up and get on the 21-year-old.
Do you thought
45-year-old old man Tom Brady with a bum knee?
He's like, I'm going to show you who's good at jiu-jitsu.
Get it.
Damn, let's see if your jiu-jitsu can do this. I don't even he actually just went to the ground because he wanted to take him to the ground so we could show him his jiu-jitsu. Isn't that what jiu-jitsu is? Isn't jiu-jitsu just wrestling, basically?
It's a little bit.
Yeah,
it's a deviation of judo.
Yeah, it's like a ground.
There's a whole secret base documentary about it that explains the history of mixed martial arts.
Really?
The invention of judo and the proliferation of judo in Brazil.
Wow. And now look at where it's gotten us.
Fighting in the age of loneliness.
And look at us all these years later. It's now found its way to Tom. It's become another obstacle for Tom Brady to overcome. What a story.
Hey man, and
right now,
John Boyce extends overall.
Right now,
there also is a new Dorktown documentary. It's like 2 hours long. Yeah, it's about like basketballs, like the people you pay to play in shorts, something like that.
Okay,
I haven't watched it yet because I haven't had time.
But anywho, the Bucks are starting to turn it up a little bit, and I have been thinking about this a little bit. As bad as the Bucks have looked, like justifiably, a path is shaping up pretty nicely for Brady because like they're winning this division. It looked a little hairy there for a minute. Then if you watch Thursday Night Football, you were reminded that the Falcons are terrible and that the Panthers are also terrible and the Saints are also so bad. Which, by the way, Eagles have the Saints' first-round pick currently. Which I believe, which is gearing up to be. Yeah, remember like last year when the Saints traded like a bunch of picks for no reason and it seemed like they just got less picks back. Mm-hmm. And remember all that weird draft maneuvering the Saints did that didn't seem like it made any sense at all?
What was the Saints record?
Yeah, they're like 3-7.
Right? Ooh, yeah, that's looking like a top 10 pick.
Oh yeah, like the Eagles might very well be getting like the 6th overall pick in the draft. So that's exciting. But anywho, I think the Bucs are winning this division. They might win this division like at like 9-8. But they're probably winning this division. And, Jordan, we very well could be looking at a path where Brady's path is home game against Daniel Jones.
Which the frisky Giants.
I know we love the frisky Giants, but I'm sure by then the entire team will be on IR.
It hasn't happened yet.
It's happening slowly.
It's like week 10. Saquon's still there.
That is the greatest miracle of it, isn't it?
He's still there. So
everybody else is injured, but Saquon
way.
Barkley, he's the Iron Man.
Comeback player of the year.
You got me there, but it's a situation where he could be getting the Giants coming to him, then he has to go play like, my man Kirk Cousins in a probably not 1 p.m. playoff game, which I would call
quite. We gotta get Kirk Cousins a nightlight.
He could get Kirk Cousins at 4:00 or later, and then boom, he's in the NFC Championship game.
We gotta keep the door cracked open for Kirk Cousins to the hallway.
Gotta check under the bed.
Yeah.
Gotta be like, oh, don't worry, Kirk. No, it's only 1:00 under here, buddy. Don't worry. Don't worry. Only Ian Eagle is under here, buddy. You're good.
Don't worry, son. Your primetime demons aren't here today. Unless, if the Vikings were playing the Saints, then it wouldn't matter.
Let's see who's under the bed. Oh, this game's just commentated by Ian Eagle and Mark Sanchez. Don't worry, you're good. You're good. It's okay. No big guns. But point is the Bucks kind of have a very, very realistic path to like a conference title game. It's actually extremely funny how, things tend to work out in history for this Tom Brady guy. I don't know if you ever noticed that, Jordan.
The 5-5 Bucks.
Not his marriage currently.
Going strong. Everything but his marriage.
And his offensive line.
And his I mean, would you take it?
The Bucks offensive line?
Tom Brady's.
Oh, Tom Brady's
wins.
Yes. No, yes. So I'm saying his wife's Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructor may have his heart, but Tom Brady has a sneaky path to a conference title game.
Oh, dude is crazy. He said, why don't we go to a nice Brazilian barbecue joint to talk about it?
In the Caribbean.
Oh man.
He followed her down to the Caribbean. I just needed to keep her Brazilian jiu-jitsu lessons up.
You know the Brazilian barbecue joints are nice in Miami.
Oh, they gotta be, right? I'm sure we won't even get in.
He said, Gisele, come here. Let me talk. Vent to me about your problem. Oh, dude is sick. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure that's like, no, I'm sure it was just business in those Brazilian jiu-jitsu lessons, Jordan.
Oh, Joaquin. Oh, he's doing all that being billing by the hour. Oh, dude is goated.
Is Joaquin Valente the hero of the year? Is he a villain?
Man of the year, Joaquin Valente.
Yeah, dude might have pulled a fast one.
Damn, got a multi-billionaire model.
I'm sure he's making good money at the Brazilian jiu-jitsu dojo, but I gotta imagine Gisele's in a higher tax bracket than him.
A little bit.
I gotta imagine she's on a slightly higher echelon of wealth.
He said, Gisele, I really would like a Tesla.
Told her about how much he loves how he's family orientated. He's like, oh yeah, I spend all my time at work with my brother. She's like, oh, you like to be around your family.
Come on, Jake, they're all about family in Brazil.
Oh, Joaquim, you like to be around your family. Oh, that's so refreshing. And he's like, it's the most important thing there is to me. Hey, how about when you're in the Caribbean, I take you and the kids out to dinner? Because his kids were there. Brady's kids were there at dinner.
Hey, he's teaching them all types of grapples and throws and on that nice white sands in Costa Rica.
Oh yeah. Oh, just a great place to learn jiu-jitsu. That's all it's about. It just has ideal conditions for learning and teaching jiu-jitsu to like a 50-year-old woman.
The climate in Bermuda is perfect.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure that
lends itself to martial arts.
Oh, I'm sure that it needs to be it needs to be optimal for Gisele. Obviously, she's nobody needs more intense jiu-jitsu.
He's helping her with her form too.
Oh, you gotta be right.
Form's the most important.
Oh, she's gotta be able to defend herself now. She's a single woman. She's just all alone in that big house with the kids. Who would ever know when she gets knocked to the ground and has to grapple some kind of assailant? That's all it's about. I just care about your family, Gisele. I care about families.
Man.
I want to see you all safe.
And you
I
know
happen
he's
to
always
be. You're going to the Caribbean this weekend? Oh my God, so am I.
and you know that he'll always be around whenever she needs someone to talk to.
Oh,
She can
absolutely.
always pick up the phone and call him.
He's a nice
Always.
guy. He's just a nice guy, Jordan.
Oh,
He's always been there.
You wouldn't want anyone else. Exactly. All the tough times when Tom wasn't around, when Tom was on the road.
Damn, they finally found a coverage that deceived Tom Brady, huh? Defensive coordinators have spent decades trying to figure something out, and old Joakim here found the perfect disguise.
Oh, shout out to Joakim, man. Dude is legendary. Legendary figure.
Well, you got to see if he seals the deal first. He hasn't done it yet, Jordan. It all comes down to what happens next. If he's just like a boy toy for a couple months, I don't think that's legendary.
I mean,
it's something. It's an accomplishment, but it won't go down in history.
I
For it to
take
be an
it.
all-time dirty Mac, you got to really, really financially bring yourself up by it.
That's true.
For it to be an all-timer, Jordan, for it to go in the Hall of Fame, he's got to really, cash in here. His
But
Instagram's
the
private,
Bucks-
Jordan. No idea who he's following. Can't find it.
The Bucks are doing pretty good though.
Hopefully this is the catalyst they need for their season. Maybe this is the thing. Maybe the divorce really is turning it around. We talked about it.
Just some other thoughts around the league.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, sure. More thoughts around the league. Absolutely. The Broncos are terrible.
Broncos are terrible.
Raiders are terrible.
Let's one at a time. Let's go with the Broncos.
Okay.
See, you called it by week 1. They were cooked. I didn't believe it. I thought Nathaniel Hackett that
it was an irrational thing to buy
it's
on.
his first name coaching. Dude just got it was on prime time. He got a little nervous.
I see. If you're getting nervous, you're not ready. You can't be a head coach. This is never gonna work.
Okay, it's all right. It's one game. Jitters maybe. No, dude can't coach, and he needs to be fired immediately.
It really is the only thing the Broncos can possibly do too. Because by the way, their defense is still playing at an unbelievably high level. They are literally the number 1 defense in the league in terms of points allowed. They're letting up 16.6 a game right now. So the question would be, well, we just need to add a quarterback to that. They already tried that. They literally made like they literally made the most significant trade for a quarterback in NFL history. Most substantial.
I was so confident. I was like, oh, Russell Wilson.
How could you not be?
This is all Denver needs.
How could you not be?
I thought, they're going to go on a run.
How
this
could
is
you
Super
not
Bowl
be?
Contender.
How could you not be?
Dude is washed.
I don't even know if he's washed. Like
he has to be. What's the other? What's the?
Because again, we've talked about it before. They're having him do stuff. Like they're basically letting him come in and run this offense he wanted to run in Seattle, which is completely different from the things he's actually good at. You've read all these articles about how he wanted to just like be in the pocket and he wanted to just have complete command all the time. They didn't want to do any of this running around, didn't want to do any of these RPOs, and they wouldn't let him do it in Seattle because I guess they were right. They nailed that one. We thought we thought that Pete Carroll was cooked. We thought they made the wrong choice. Nope. we were wrong. And I don't know, like I genuinely and truly their best bet might just be to fire Nathaniel Hackett and then hire Shane Waldorn, the offensive coordinator of the Seahawks. And just bring him in and just be like, no, Russ, we're just going to do everything you were doing in Seattle, and it'll probably actually get our offense to this level that we've been hoping.
The worst part about it, they gave him the extension.
Oh, I know. They're locked in. They got to make it work somehow. There's nothing to do.
Oh, man.
Oh, I know.
That Russell Wilson contract may just be the worst contract in NFL.
It depends how they proceed. I mean,
maybe like American professional sports. Dude got to turn it around quickly.
That's what I'm saying. When you gonna get. I mean, they keep fiddling around with Nathaniel Hackett like nothing's going to change. Like, that's what I'm saying. They got to just go to the offseason, find a coordinator, and be like, all right, Russ, no more. We're just going to tell you what the offense is now. Thank you.
And apparently everyone just hates him.
Apparently everybody hates. Oh, we talk about this every week.
On both the Broncos and the Seahawks. So
every week there's like a new Russell Wilson slander article coming out.
And like his wide receivers really don't seem to get along.
Nope.
With him.
Yep.
It's not a good situation.
He still has not thrown as many touchdowns as he has bathrooms in his house.
I hope that's not a real statistic.
That is a real stat.
Probably a real statistic.
That is a real statistic. I will pull up exactly what it is. A guy tracking it every single week. Let me just pull it up for you. I can get you the exact numbers. Hang on. Let me just. I should have looked this up earlier. I apologize, everybody.
I didn't know this was. I mean, he did buy the biggest house in like Denver.
Oh yeah.
Denver history.
Oh yeah. He has thrown Colorado 7 history. Touchdowns. And
why did his house has more than 7
Oh
bathrooms?
Yeah, it's a big house, Jordan. And Russell Wilson's house has 12 bathrooms.
Why do you need 12 bathrooms?
He has almost a 1-to-2 touchdown to bathroom ratio.
Like, how do you even like?
I don't know. Let's get the exact stat. Actually, 7
what do
over.
You do with 12 bathrooms?
What do you do in one bathroom? Same thing, I guess. You just have more options.
Are they like full bathrooms, or are they like a couple of them are half?
Hey, it's more of an 11.5 bath situation. I gotta call my realtor.
Well, no, are there just like a whole bunch of half bathrooms are adding up to 12? I don't think he has like 12.
No, it literally has
full-size bathrooms.
12. It has 12 bathrooms. I don't know how many of them. Like there are 12 distinct bathrooms. Maybe some of those rooms are half baths, but there's 12 bathrooms. No, 12 like, full bathrooms.
Okay, like number one, like
okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. Okay, according to the house listing on Realtor.com, there are 6 full bathrooms, 5 half bathrooms, and 1 3/4 bathroom. Never heard of a 3/4 bathroom before, but that's just life of the rich and famous, I guess.
So we're at
7. A 7 to. Okay.
So in total, still 6 full, 5 halves, which is
and 1 3/4,
which would be 8 and a half plus
so 9 and 1/4,
9 and 1/4 bathroom.
So still a negative TD to bathrooms ratio, even if we really do him some favors. Even if we're just like combining these bathrooms like puzzle pieces, I guess. Yeah, he's still not doing so hot. Not having a great season at Russell Wilson. These are the advanced analytics that Jim Irsay is afraid of.
Oh, this dude's such a fucking goofball. How the fuck why do you buy a house with 9 and 1/4 bathrooms? No wonder why no one likes him. Dude, who is this guy? What the fuck is he doing? What are his
certainly never
priorities
waiting in line
life,
to use the bathroom.
You can't get a whole bathroom? Like, what the fuck is a 3/4 bathroom? What is that?
Do you think you like have to keep toilet paper in all 12 of those? Do you think you keep them like
I would
all
hope
stock?
so. Like, what do you like? What would be the point?
What's the point of having 12 to begin with? I don't know. so it can be used as a fun stat to show how few touchdown passes you've thrown.
What is a 3/4 bathroom?
I assume it's just a 3/4 size bathroom. I don't know.
Hey, go ask Lori. Go call Lori.
Go ask my real estate sources. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Get Paul Zarella on the line. Be like, can you explain the difference? What dimensions are considered a full bath? Now, is what's considered a full bath relative to the house, or is it like a universal like size for what qualifies as a full? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like
the way I always understood it, like a full bathroom has to have like a tub or a shower.
Okay.
And like a half bath is just like a sink and a toilet.
Oh, okay. Because I'm gonna say like I know a lot of people who have like small bathrooms. It's like a very small bath, but still considered one bath. So it's not a size thing; it's a utility thing. It's what services are available.
Which even makes me more confused. What the hell is a 3/4 bathroom?
It only has a shower, maybe, but no tub.
It's just a shower and a sink, no toilet.
Well, I'm saying a toilet, but like a shower with no tub is what I'm saying.
I think that still counts as a full bathroom.
Well, let's guess. I didn't realize we dived this into. I didn't prepare. What is I'm googling it. Hang on. 3/4 bathroom. Okay. A 3/4 bath is usually characterized by an efficient combination, I was right, of a standing shower, sink, and toilet. Okay, so
a full bathroom has to have like a tub.
Yeah, like a tub bath combo. Yeah. And it's a 3/4 bath if it just is like a shower. This simple but useful design.
So the bathroom behind you is the 3/4 bathroom.
Yes,
because it doesn't have a tub.
This one's a 3/4. Yeah. No, no, there's no tub. You're right.
Okay,
Yes.
you don't have a tub in any of the bathrooms in your house.
Yes. Yep. So we're all 3/4 here in the Elmsley household.
So,
Yep.
so,
Well, God, Russell
so,
Wilson, can you donate one full bathroom to us?
so you have 9/4 of bathrooms in your house.
Yes. What I'm saying is that you're more likely to be given a bathroom by Russell Wilson than you are to receive a touchdown pass from him.
9/4 bathroom is fucking hilarious.
Cumulatively, he has 9 1/4. Yeah, a bathroom and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, he has 9 1/4. You just have 9/4.
Yeah, he's kind of beating me on that front, huh? But the gap between bathrooms is larger than the gap between me and his touchdown passes this season.
This is true. You probably have more touchdowns than bathrooms.
I'd love to. Somebody let me on the field. So yeah, that's
So those are Broncos.
yeah,
The
I'll
Raiders,
tell you this: when you sort like the NFL passing leaders this season by touchdown passes, Russell Wilson is not on the first page.
Oof.
I couldn't find him. I was really confused because I sorted it by touchdown passes and I didn't see him. Like, where is he? Then I searched him because I was trying to find it fast and I still couldn't find him. And I realized he's on the second page. The first page is guys with 8, like Jacoby Brissett and Daniel Jones and Davis Mills with 11 and Matt Ryan with 10. Carson Wentz with 10. Matt Stafford with 8. Ryan Tannehill with 8. Then Russell Wilson with 7 touchdowns and 9 1/4 bathrooms.
The Raiders are just terrible. Blew the team up. Fired Josh McDaniels.
They already said they're committed to beyond.
Derek Carr. Trade Carr.
Derek Carr got real emotional yesterday.
David or Derek, whichever one.
Derek got real sad yesterday. He's like, I just care so much. And you're like, oh, Derek, that's not the problem.
Like, my team's dog shit, bro. Save me.
I'm also bad. Oh, God.
And
Joe
then
Flacco
the Fighting Jeff Saturdays.
Joe Flacco has 5 touchdowns.
Hey,
the flat gun, if he started this week, could surpass. So Joe Flacco, if he got one good start, could surpass Russell Wilson in touchdowns right now.
Throw 3 touchdowns, like an average NFL start.
Yep. I don't know how many bathrooms Joe Flacco has, but I bet his ratio is healthier.
The Fighting Jeff Saturdays.
Yeah, day one. People with the worst takes you ever seen were rejoicing on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Mac Jones has 4.
All the Jeff Saturday enjoyers came out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they did, baby. All the people were like, see.
Wait. Mac Jones has less touchdowns than Flacco.
In fairness, he missed like 3 games.
And in fairness, Joe Flacco only started 3 games.
The Patriots starters between the two of them have 9. Between the two of them, Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi have 9.
So one more than Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, they're 1/4 off from having cumulatively as many as Russell Wilson has bathrooms.
Yeah, these are cruel mathematics.
Yeah, just these are the advanced analytics you got to look at if you want to understand the game on a deeper level. We're just trying to we're just trying to give everybody a deeper understanding of the sport of football.
But how about the sport of basketball? What's going on there?
Don't have a ton to say other than that the Celtics have been really good. I have yet to have a bad thing to say about the Celtics, besides the fact they can't beat the Cavaliers. Other than that, I do not have a bad thing to say. No, I don't.
Cavs, they are a playoff team.
Oh, the Cavs are a contender. Like the Cavs are like a legitimate contending team. Like Donovan Mitchell should be in your top 3 for MVP voting, or you're not watching. Like Donovan Mitchell is playing at an unbelievable level, and the Cavs are unbelievably good. However, a lot of good games in a row. They're on a 6-game win streak right now. Friday, beat the Nuggets like no diff. The Nuggets really beat the Nuggets no diff. I'll also give them. I got to be honest. I almost want to talk about this more. I want to give Tatum credit for on Saturday against the Pistons, whom, even though I'm a grand enjoyer of, I admit, not very good. Not very good right now. Bad team they played, but in that game, the Celtics did not have Jaylen Brown. They did not have Al Horford. They did not have Malcolm Brogdon. And what happened? Tatum just took over the game. He He hit 7 threes. He scored 43 points. He was playing defense on the other end. Like, Tatum just went, like, did exactly what, like, you want an elite star player in the NBA to do, which is carry you to win games that you otherwise really are kind of packing it in on almost, which is a star thing. And that's been the biggest thing about Tatum so far this season, is that the most maddening thing about Tatum, like, in his career has been the inconsistency, and that has, at least this season so far, wire to wire, Tatum really has not had any stinkers yet this season. Tatum has been I mean, again, Tatum should be another guy in the MVP. Like, if you're, like, doing your MVP ranking, like, he's, like, in, like, that 5-4 range right now. Tatum's been playing at it's been an unbelievably consistent level. And it still kept being the same thing about the Celtics so far this season. It's just that the fact that they've come out and they have not, like, seemed like they've, like, taking the finals appearance as vindication and have started taking games off, or have started just not playing to their potential. Instead, the fact that they've come out so aggressively, it's just so good. I'm just so happy to see it. Like, I was so prepared for some.
That's because they're more than a basketball team. They're a family.
They are a family. Hey, God, you know what? Whatever they got to tell themselves. You can give me
They're rising to the adversity.
Oh, listen, you can give me all that nonsense when you're winning. Whatever delusional thing you're telling yourself when you're winning, fine with it. The defense still could get better, but that's, partially because, they're missing their all defensive center, who probably should have been defensive player of the year last year over Marcus Smart, but whatever. That might be.
Smart is the heart and soul of the team. So.
Again, he can think that when he's playing and he's only taking shots within the flow of the offense. God bless.
Which I said that ironically, and then it turned out to be unironic.
Still think it's not unironic, but either way, I don't know. The Celtics are really good. That's really my only Celtics takeaway. They've just been really good.
I was saying that to mock Marcus Smart. Then he won NBA Defensive Player of the Year. So I guess he is now.
He's pretty good. I mean, he's the second best defender and what was the best defense in the league last year. But no, I mean, again, like they have the most wins in the. I mean, they're one of the only two. They're one of the 3 10-win teams in the league right now. Like they're in it. Like they are playing at an extreme. Like, I have nothing bad to say about the way they've played so far this season. Like we can get into a little Sam Hauser talk if you want. We can talk about Brogdon's actually been playing at a very good level for the most part. But again, like Derek White is hitting shots. Like, I think Grant Williams is like 55% from 3 right now. He also makes me angry every time I see him, but he sure is pretty good. He sure also thinks that there's a agenda against him getting calls, but it's fine. It's fine when you're winning. It's fine. I don't like it when you bitch and moan about every call, but like when you're winning and you're hitting your shots, I'm like, it's an annoyance it's an annoyance, not a problem. But no, nothing bad to say about the Celtics so far. Besides the fact that they have not yet to beat the Cavaliers. Besides the fact they have 2 of their 3 losses have come against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who again are also very, very good. Also a very, very good basketball team. But yeah, no, that's really it. I don't really have any other like deep like basketball stuff. I just want to do like a Celtics check-in. Like they're just playing at a very, very, very high level. I've enjoyed that, like, Brown and Tatum have both had a lot. I don't know how many, like, 25-plus point games, like, the two have had together this season, but I feel like there's been more than there have in years past, which is very good to see, that they've been, like, able to, like, play within the flow of an offense together better than they have in the past, which felt like kind of the two of them kind of, like, almost just kind of go, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, kind of stop. Hasn't really been as much of has really not been an issue this year, so I don't know. I mean, again, they're currently down by 7 to the Thunder, but, whatever. Whatever. But, yeah, those are my Celtics takeaways. Otherwise, I know you had some college football stuff, Jordan.
I have some brief NBA stuff.
Oh, sure.
Joel Embiid went sicko mode.
He did. He finally actually kind of, like, woke up a little bit.
Which is, dude might have had, like, the best game in, like, a decade.
He did, in fact, score 120 points within the span of 2 days.
So
actually within the span of 24 hours.
Yeah, so dude went crazy. Also, Danny Ainge is headbutting a wall right now because the Kings are also one of the 3 10-win teams with the
Jazz are
Celtics and Bucks.
the Jazz are getting it done.
Which I was surprised when I saw the actual score line for the Embiid games. Like, oh, they only lost by like 11 So the Jazz are just like a title contender.
Yeah, probably not. They'll get to the playoffs and just having a team of like all like really good role players that all like know their role will just eventually like not work when you're in like a 7-game series with a team that actually has like some like elite players. But they're a playoff team. I mean, again, like
they look better than any other team
again,
in the Western Conference.
Like a nice balanced team
minus Mavericks
without a star will win
Luka's averaging like 40.
Yeah, and they would probably lose to Luka in a series because that's just the way the sport of basketball. Like, oh, here's our nice, well-balanced team with like everybody like knows their role, but we don't have one star versus Luka and some guys, and it's usually Luka and some guys will end up prevailing in the end because that's just how that sport works. But pretty good. Not that bad. I mean, Lauri Markkanen is also playing at a unbelievably high level relative to, who like Colin Sexton was supposed to be the guy out of that trade that might actually become like a guy, but nope. Lauri Markkanen's just an all-star now, I guess. So that's exciting.
Danny Ainge built a real team.
He really did like accidentally build her. Which people kept saying like, oh, the Jazz like emptied the cupboard. I'm like, no, they didn't. They traded their 2 best players and then somehow brought a bunch of role players back and then kept all their role players except for Bogdanovich, who they traded the Pistons, who was actually very good in the Celtics-Pistons game the other night. For the record, Bojan Bogdanovich dropped 28 points in that game. And I was like, please don't lose to Bojan Bogdanovich, Celtics. Please don't let Bojan Bogdanovich put you down. But nope.
I'll refrain from mentioning the
excellent good work.
Trade the 2027-2029 first.
Excellent good work. Great impulse control. But yeah, otherwise no. I mean that's really everything else is kind of shaping up. But no, oh my God, the Celtics have been so good. It's been delightful to watch them. I hope they keep being. I know they're gonna go into a slump eventually. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna be some stretch where they start losing a bunch of bad games and all complain to each other. But it's fine. They've proven that they can be.
I gotta go see a Celtics game. I don't know why I haven't done so yet.
They've proven that the Missoula Celtics can in fact like win basketball games at a high clip. Well, let's see. They're at home. On a 3-game road. Oh, Luka's coming in on Wednesday, the 23rd. Jordan.
Ooh, I have that day off.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, baby.
Oh, obviously, Jordan.
StubHub on the 3rd monitor right now.
But that's tough, Jordan, though. You never know, though. Load management might rear its ugly head.
I'll be slightly upset. I'll look into it.
Hey, next day on the 25th, they play the Kings if you want to go see that instead. I bet the tickets are like 40% cheaper.
Probably.
If you look at those Celtics Mavs tickets and you get sticker shock, just look at the Friday game. I bet they'll be cheaper. They play the Wizards. They play the Hornets. If you want to maybe see LaMelo. Then they play the Heat twice. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I kind of want to go to that too, but I got work. Ooh, I want to go to that real. Oh, God. I want to go see Luka too. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it's the 7:30 game.
It is. No, I can't swing that. That's smack dab in the middle of my work. Oh, God. But oh, yeah, they're playing Luka, baby. Are you not excited?
111. That's not terrible. I'll think about it.
Okay. All right. Well, you got any other thoughts rattling around in your head before we end the show?
College football. I was right about Clemson.
They're a little fraudy.
I saw them play Boston College when I went down to Memorial Stadium and got some meatballs in a cup.
At the hot dog toss?
Yep, not the hot dog toss. Washington's very good. Keep an eye out on them. LSU is also very good. Tennessee is also very good.
Yeah, people buried LSU after the week 1 too because everybody wanted to jump on Brian Kelly because he's a bad person. So I understand why people wanted to, but people jump down there.
Dude can coach.
Dude, people maybe jump down their throat a little bit too early.
LSU was terrible last year. Now they're just in the SEC championship game.
Yep. Yep. Who would have guessed?
1 year. That's okay.
What happens when you get a good coach?
Yep.
Even if he is kind of a bad guy. And I still think that coaches shouldn't be able to take job interviews in the middle of the bowl season. But whatever.
Hey,
whatever. Notre Dame has also kind of landed on their feet a little bit, so it's fine.
Hey, they beat Clemson, so everything's Fair.
Everything's fine. But yeah, so that's
Georgia's
fun.
also very good.
Georgia is also just head and shoulders, miles better than everybody else, and we'll probably just be Georgia being the national champion. Then next year we get the 12-game system, and I guess we'll see if that's any more fun. All right, that's all I got. I got nothing else. This has been the Stadium Experience. Follow us both on Twitter at Jake R. Elmsley and at True_World_King. Patriots play this week. Who's excited, baby? Jets, Patriots, Sunday, 1 p.m. Gonna be a good one.
Probably not.
See you all then. Bye.